Alright, I'll be frank, I don't like Zack's new voice in Final Fantasy. For those who don't know, Rick Gomez was the original voice for Zack Fair in the original Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core on the PlayStation Portable. And now the new voice actor is Caleb Pierce in the new Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core remake. I personally prefer Rick, and Caleb isn't all bad, he's just mostly bad, if that makes any sense. I hear Caleb's potential, like there'd be some times where he'll do some lines and I'll say, he ain't half bad, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Like, I could see this being the new Zack Fair, and the new Zack is fine, it's not a problem. The original Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core came out a long time ago, and it's not a problem to want to change things up. But, dog.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No. To become a hero.
Ah, good.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No. To become a hero.
Ah, good. Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Thanks?
But, dog, they massacred my boy, I don't know how else to say it.
My boy!
So, Rick Gomez, right? He nailed it. That he was like the original voice for Zack Fair, and he was perfect for him, in my opinion. I only knew a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, some of Final Fantasy VII, and some of Final Fantasy XIII before I tried out Crisis Core, but I especially love the gameplay and I love the main character.
Here we go! Go, go, go!
Because that was what made Final Fantasy Crisis Core so much more endearing. I love Zack, I love his motivations, I love how he's written, I love how he's a bit cheesy and slightly overconfident, and you can hear that in his inflections.
And.
But regardless, his heroic nature takes center stage in how he presents himself. You can also see how Zack fleshes out alongside the story. There's bits and pieces where Zack questions where his duty as soldier aligns with his own moral principles. Like, his character is deep. I mean, like, man has layers.
Layers!
He's one of my favorite, scratch that, my favorite Final Fantasy character, so of course he got the short end of the stick. I mean, some of the other voice actors could have done a bit better as well. Angel, for example, here.
Then what should an angel fight for, Zack? What do angels dream of?
Could have done better, but Zack is so much more noticeably laughable that it legitimately hurts to listen to sometimes.
So, Angel, what's the deal with dumb apples?
Rick is iconic to Zack Fair. I mean, he's one of the things that I genuinely enjoy most about Crisis Core. The gameplay on the original PSP was like, it was a little bit rough around the edges, but Rick's performance kept me around. Like, I genuinely loved the energy he put into Zack Fair.
You can do it, Zack.
Yeah! I'm on fire now!
You can do it, Zack.
Yeah! I'm on fire now!
This video right here does a good job explaining why I prefer Rick's take over Caleb's.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor. As soldier! Come and get it!
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep. Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor. As a soldier!
Now, Rick, he wasn't perfect either. There were many translation and English localization issues that made earlier lines awkward.
You and I will find them before they do. And
what?
fail to eliminate them.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Excellent! Probably.
But it's not 2007 anymore. It should be easier to have lines that were originally awkward be much more seamless for our English actors. They could have just brought Rick back and had him redo some lines and no one would have minded. Square Enix needed more money, fans would have paid. Hell, I would have paid just to get Rick Gomez back to voice Zack. And I know they got the money. So I know there's been a running theme lately. Like, a lot of actors have been treated unfairly in the dubbing industry. I'm almost sure that they didn't even ask Rick if they wanted to come back. Like in Cage 3, for example. The voice actor for Kairi from Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't repraise her role in Kingdom Hearts 3. Not because she didn't want to, they just never asked her if she wanted to come back. And it feels just like that for Rick Gomez. They got a new actor and they didn't ask if he wanted to come back to voice Zack Fair.
Oh,
So they got a
I'm
new
counting on
actor.
you.
I don't have a problem
Sir.
with that. This is, unfortunately, Caleb's first major speaking role, and I don't necessarily care about that either. But if you're gonna give a dude with no experience a character, at least give him time to get used to the character.
Hollander's that way, right? I really have to get serious now.
This is his first acting role. Like, this is like he has nothing else under his belt. Well, nothing important. But for his first speaking role, you shouldn't give him a character that's already been well established. You should have given it to somebody who actually has some experience. So you can tell that there's some lines where he just doesn't know where he is. He doesn't have proper direction.
Oh, Sisney. How about dinner tonight?
What the fuck was that?
They just told me.
Oh my god, how does it get
My
worse?
boss can be pretty scary.
And it sucks especially because you can hear the potential and you can hear what he's shooting for, but he consistently misses the mark. Now, there were times where he got me chuckling.
The army is mobilizing, but there's still time. You and I will find them before they do.
And what?
Fail. To eliminate them.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Awesome! We're gonna fail!
What hurts even more is that that line was new, so Rick could have just done it himself. He lands 15% of the roll, and then there's the 85%, and that percent is awful. It's painful.
See ya.
Wings and feathers. I've had enough. Good timing, huh? Good timing, huh?
You don't want to know what really chaps my ass?
though.
They picked what feels like the worst possible route for Zack, and before you go down into the comments, let me explain myself. First off, they could have given him better direction. His lines needed tweaking and second takes.
Conflict resolved.
The end!
And you really didn't, that was the best line you grabbed from? You didn't really want to give it more than one take? That was all you could do? Second off, he has no foundation and no time to find his footing as Zack. His tone is all over the place.
Come on, man! Stop pestering me!
Activating
This'll
combat
do!
mode.
You can't tell what he's trying to go for 100%. He's not committed to it. And thirdly, they could have at least gotten another voice actor. Even if not Rick Gomez, for some reason, they could have actually gotten someone who knew what they were doing in the booth. From just a general voice acting standpoint, Caleb does not sound good.
That's far enough.
That's far enough!
It really just feels like they cheaped out. Like they just picked the cheapest alternative and they just went with it. And I won't front, this is the main reason that I haven't finished the game yet. It just upsets me that getting a good voice for Zack was the easiest thing to do, and yet it's the only issue I have with the game. And I'm genuinely not the only person that shares this sentiment. Like, it feels like the main complaint with this game, whenever I look, happens to be the voice acting, especially for Zack. Like, the gameplay's fine, it plays well, I love all the quality of life changes, but Zack's voice actor, Caleb, is the biggest, most glaring issue here. The thing is that Zack talks a lot in this game. The game originally was and is still littered with voice lines, limit breaks, combat voice lines, and even originally unspoken lines now.
Hey, that sounds like a date.
And when you have a string of connected missions that you have to beat and listen to up to 6 times over,
Here at last! Costa del Sol! This is the vacation I deserve! Huh? What?
Professor Hojo's lab monsters have escaped and are on the loose!
Here at last! Costa del Sol! This is the vacation... Huh? What the...
Just look at those creepy bottom feeders! At this rate, the brand image of Shinra Resorts will be ruined!
the problem with his voice becomes glaringly obvious.
Dang it! I'm on vacation here!
I've never, actually rolled my eyes at a voice before in a video game. This is, the first time I've ever done that, and I'm trying not to sound hypocritical or extra, but I'm serious. This is the only time I've ever listened to someone voice a character in a game and legitimately rolled my eyes. So one thing I've noticed is that a lot of voice actors can't play the characters that they want to because companies fail to compensate. They just want us to be okay with it. I'm tired of just having to accept mediocrity in games. And no, I'm not talking about Caleb, okay? Caleb is fine, okay? Caleb's okay in my book, alright? You know who I'm pointing fingers at? Them. Square Enix, okay? Those people. Corporations. We had 3 options. Give Cody better direction, give him more time, or give us an experienced actor, but nope, we just threw Caleb into the deep end. It is so much harder to connect to my boy, Zack Fair, when he sounds like a teenager who doesn't know if he wants to cross the border out of puberty.
Have you lost it? Stop it!
Someone's waiting for you, no?
This is our game's protagonist. This is the guy we're running alongside the story with.
Have you lost it? Stop it!
Someone's waiting for you, no?
And it's really gonna suck when myself, along with all these other people who loved and cried to the original Crisis Core, won't be able to connect to it in the same way. In the past few years and even months, I've seen a lot of creators go back to revisit Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, and I've been amazed to see how much they've connected to Zack Fair and the story that he goes through.
Oh my god. I take back what I said. I think this is the hardest I've ever cried in a video game. Oh my god. That was beautiful.
But now I feel like this remake was just short of living up to that same hype just because they couldn't spare a bit more money to get someone who knew what they were doing. The game is looking good, but it is not sounding good, like, at all. And what really hurts is that I can hear the potential in his voice. I promise. I can hear that he could work for the voice, but they really just dropped the ball.
So I can cut loose, right?
Use some discretion.
It's showtime.
I can cut loose, right?
Within reason.
It's showtime!
Like, they just really didn't watch over him. It feels like they just said, you know what, that's fine, that's good, ship it out, it's fine, no one will care. But we care so much. It's so integral to Zack's story, but now it's gone.
So the thing about my boy Zack is, like, his story, it's a short story, you get me? Like, play through the game, what, 10 to 15 hours, 20 if you're really stretching it like me, and you're done with the game. But throughout all those hours, like, in comparison to a lot of games these days, I guess you say, it's really short. But bro, his story touches you, bro. Like, my boy Zack goes through it, bro. He starts off as, like, a fucking low-class soldier, no pun intended, and man has to climb up the ranks faster than he expects because of some, higher bullshit.
Congratulations. As of this moment, you are promoted to Soldier First Class.
Huh. I thought I'd be happier.
And he grows as a person, bro. He starts off kind of simple, and he gets humbled soon after. He's like, damn, bro, this job of mine, it got some consequences to it. So he do the job, he get further along, he keeps doing all these missions, keep getting betrayed by all the people that he loves. He has to fucking turn against all these people that he finds as mentors, bro. Like, any person that he looks up to, he has to go against eventually. It's fucking rough, bro. And eventually, like, he finally gets to the point where it's his ideals against the ideals of the people that he works for, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I know I'm a hero, but do I have what it takes to step up to the people who made me a supposed hero? You know what I'm saying? It goes against the system. That shit is not easy for him, bro. Like, at the end of the day, he sticks to his own beliefs, and it costs him everything, bro. It costs him everything. He got nothing left, bro. He gives up everything just to be the hero that he envisions himself as, bro. The price of freedom is steep. It's super steep, bro. The price of freedom costs everything, bro. If you want to be free, you gotta give it up, bro. Everything you got. And, like, it's a lesson, bro. If not a life lesson, just a lesson in general. Actually, no, yeah, it's a life lesson, bro. Like, this shit is serious, bro. Like, I fucking love his story so much. I love how simple it is. I love how much of an underdog he is. Like, Zack's story at the end of the day is his story. Like, it only has so much importance to the story of Final Fantasy VII, but it's his story, bro. Crisis Core was his story. Crisis Core was Zack's story, bro. That's Zack's time to shine. It's all he got, bro. It's all he got. Because you barely hear about him in 7. You barely hear about him in Disney. You barely hear about him in anything, bro. Crisis Core is his story. And that's his voice, bro. This is the protagonist of that game. And they fucked it up. How did they fuck it up, bro? Everything played good. Everything played good. It looked good, bro. The game is crisp! And then he got his voice, and it fucks it all up, bro. His voice sounds like a teenager who doesn't know where he is, bro. He's lost. They didn't direct him. They had the voice, bro. They had, you know what? In fact, they had a better voice. They had Rick Gomez. And then they said Caleb Pierce, and I said, okay, fine. Caleb Pierce is fine. But if you're gonna bring in Caleb Pierce, you're gonna bring in a dude who has never voice acted. Please do your job and direct him. Be a director, bro. Go over his lines and just tell him, hey, yo, can you do this one over? I don't need more of this, I need more of that. They ain't do none of that. They said, you know what? Good enough. You're cheap, ship it. They said, you know what? You don't got a title. We pay you cheap. Go in, do it, get out. Like, bro, put some character. That's my boy, bro. My favorite character, and they botched it. They botched it, bro. And I hate it because they have so many little instances where you can hear that he puts in work, and he is Zack, bro. And I love that. But it's surrounded by all kinds of garbage, bro. Like, garbage, bro. I don't like... They like, and it wouldn't hurt as much if it wasn't Zack. Like, I'll be completely honest, if Cloud's actor is kind of ass, I don't care. Tifa's, I don't care. Aerith's, I don't care. Barrett's, I don't care. Zack is my character, bro. That's my boy, bro. That Zack is my favorite, bro. That's my guy. And it's the only guy who stands out as fucking awful. It hurts, bro. It's just painful, bro. People really, really connected to Zack on that old-ass 2007 PSP game, bro. They really connected to that story. They really connected to my character. And it was all because of the vocal performance. Even when the lines were awkward or ass, bro. The lines were awkward as hell or ass as hell, bro. What pulled through was fucking Rick Gomez's take on Zack, bro. This is vocal performance, bro. It shined through all that bullshit, bro. And now it's just irrelevant, bro. No one's gonna know it. No one's gonna feel it, bro. No one's gonna feel it. He's gonna go through the story and be like, damn, Zack was great. Oh, damn, Zack died. Next game, bro, and that's it. That's it, bro. That's not what it's about, bro. I love Crisis Core's story, and I love all the underlying messages and themes of just having a character like that, who's even though he's so tragic, dies for what he believes in, bro. It's what he loves. He died being a hero, and he's the hero that he wanted to be at the end of the day. And that he gave it all up for that, bro. And we're not gonna get none of that now. It's over, bro. The game's out. We're not gonna redub it, so it's out, and that's it. It's over, and that's it. So yeah, those are my thoughts. That's my rant. Really fucking sucks.
Embrace your dreams. Huh?
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your soldier honor. Got it?
Sir!
We're all coming back here alive. You hear me? Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor. As soldier! Come and get it!
So, this is the end of the video. I'm sorry, first off, that my mic quality is so terrible. I only have my AirPods, and I've tried different recording spaces and the like, and nothing really works for me, so this is the best I can do for right now. Now, if you got spoiled in this video, I apologize for spoiling a game that came out back in 2007. If it makes you feel any better, Zack's story isn't super integral to the plot of Final Fantasy VII, but Zack's personal journey only has so much impact on the story at the end of the day. In the description, I'll make sure to add in all the videos that I've used, all the reactors that I've watched over many times, and I'll make sure to include the comparison videos as well. I'm planning another video soon talking about other games that I feel like would have done better and lasted longer if they had better support from companies and the like that were working on them, games that I cherish personally, so I'll make sure to have that out pretty soon. For what it's worth, and for whatever we have left over, I hope you enjoyed Zack's story, because this is the end of it. But I guess with that, I'll see y'all later. Have a nice day.